Hey everyone, how you do? It's Sunday, which means it's time for another episode of Gunnarolla University. Last week I gave you an assignment and it was to craft your elevator pitch. That is a really brief, punchy way of describing your concept. Your concept being yourself. I'm gonna sound like a real teacher for a minute, but everyone's assignments were really good. I'm gonna go on a tangent for a second because I just remembered something really funny. When I was in first year university, I took a film studies course and I realized I do not like film studies. I like producing films. I don't like analyzing them. We had to do a shot analysis for Sunset Boulevard, I want to say, and I struggled with this assignment, but I handed it in, and a couple days later, the prof got up in front of the class and said, everyone's assignments were really good, although there were a few clunkers. I got my assignment back and I did not do well on it at all. But I went on to make some pretty incredible things. So anyway, this was a really fun exercise. Over the past 10 plus years, I've been really lucky to have a very engaged audience. And I read everything that you leave for me, whether it's a comment or a tweet or an email. Some of you are really active and I will notice because I see the same avatar or username, but I never really get to know anything about you, and this exercise allowed me to do that. I learned that you are all very intelligent and creative and funny and just the coolest people in school. We got a really tight community, or cult. Anyway, I wanted to read some of the elevator pitches to you that I thought stood out in some way in a new segment I like to call... We are probably only going to do this once, let's be honest with ourselves. I knew since I was 3 years old that I wanted to be a veterinarian, but it wasn't until I got into vet school that I realized that being a veterinarian could mean many a thing, including working with lumps, bumps, and dead things, aka pathology, aka my calling. That is super interesting. I think every child at some point wants to be a veterinarian, but how many of us actually go on to pursue that dream and then to also figure out that you want to work with dead things? Like, I want to know more about how you figure that out. I'm a graduate student studying genomics, specifically using mostly computational biology to understand how genetic mutations cause lung cancer, and sometimes I write about the science we do to try and make it accessible to more people. Super fascinating. Again, we have another science-y viewer. I'm gonna be honest with you. I spend the majority of my time talking to people in this industry, and I cannot stand talking about things related to this industry. So I may be biased, but it's quite refreshing to meet people who are just doing incredible things that benefit the world that I have no idea about. And I want to learn more. My name is blasianFMA. I was an up-and-coming content creator, and then another YouTuber, who shall not be named, took me to a daytime court TV show to sue me for defamation of character. Soon thereafter, I was pressured by constant hate from said YouTuber's followership to quit YouTube. I did. I am now back, but fear that it is too late. Is it too late to get back into YouTube? I do not have the answer for that, but I do want to learn more about what kind of drama you were implicated in. Drama before drama was trendy. Hi, my name's Rihanna. I'm a graduate of a vocational baking school, a current student in game design, and I took my personal life goal from a webcomic where a main character was described as the Swiss Army knife of people. I love this. I would like to think that I'm the Swiss Army knife of YouTube, although I'm actually the Guy Fieri. My name's Jack. I'm an architecture master's student, freelance illustrator, and make videos incredibly infrequently. I've just moved to the Netherlands after working in London and traveling New Zealand and Australia. I'm very passionate about ice cream, and one time a joke of mine got on BuzzFeed, and I've been living in its shadow ever since. I want to know what that joke is. Do you not want to know what that joke is? Yo, 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 I'm Jenna, currently an MIT first year at UWO. Yay, FIM. Shout out to my faculty. And I like watching ads in my spare time, so you're welcome for the AdSense. Thank you, Jenna, that's very helpful. Assuming that YouTube hasn't demonetized this video. Hello, Internet, I'm Patrick, and I make videos about weird Magic the Gathering decks. Let me tell you something, Patrick has been with me for probably almost 10 years.
Take a look at my cards, my magic cards.
We've met in person, and for him to be able to distill his essence into one salient, purposeful statement, that's how I know my work as a professor is done. Congratulations, Patrick, you graduated from Gunnarolla University. I started programming at 9, spent 2 days straight in front of my first computer. I come from a family of immigrants who escaped war and famine in Spain. I escaped communism in Venezuela to Mexico, dropped out of college, worked for Cemex, Novell, got married, worked at IBM, and now was offered a job at Amazon Spain, which is where my family originally comes from. So we went full circle. Listen, if Hollywood does not make a movie out of your life story, they're doing it wrong. My life story: had cancer, got cured, but now has anxiety, epilepsy, and osteoporosis instead. Listen, I have seen Sydney's comments all over my videos, and I think we may even have met. This story is really just a reminder that everyone is struggling with something that you know nothing about. And I never would have known this about Sydney if it weren't for this exercise. So thank you very, very much for sharing that with us. Loves making money, ambivalent about proving I have. Bad man, doing it right. And finally, comically depressed. That is a tagline. So those are the ones I wanted to read to you today. Like I said, they were all really great. I learned so much. Some of them sounded a little bit like dating ads, but not interested. It seems that a lot of you have a lot of different interests, and for some of you that seems to be a source of some frustration. I really relate to this. I don't think that I have one true calling in life. I have multiple passions, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with having a lot of different interests. I took a lot of my interests and managed to find a way to make a living from them, and for the most part it's great, but it took a lot of work, and still takes a lot of work, to design that life for myself. If you're struggling with having too many interests and not really knowing what you want to dedicate your life to, I would say do what you're good at. Pick that direction and go, and you'll figure things out as you go along. You'll learn that if your passion is too strong and you need to do something else, you will eventually end up doing that. Not everyone needs to love their job. They just need to be good at it, and you need to have things that you like doing outside of it. I could sit here and tell you to follow your dreams and you will never have to work a day in your life, but that is not true. It's not easy, and it's not for everyone. I would rather be honest with you, and that's my honest truth. Did this just turn into a bad advice video? I don't know. In the comments below, let me know what you'd like to explore in an upcoming episode of Gunnarolla University. No topic is off limits, and I will do my best to provide you with some guidance. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss class every Sunday. I'll see you next time. À la prochaine.